All right, what's going on, brothers? Hopefully everything's going good. Hopefully everything's going well for you guys. All right, brothers. This is the guy that most of these women will attract. Now, Mr. Goodbeds, from what I can see, he don't really. His presentation is not too good, but it's a lot of guys like Mr. Goodbeds in the so-called black community. Uh, I would say for the most part, most of them have a better presentation than he does. You understand what I'm saying? Like, for example, you guys might say Meg the Stallion and Sexy Red are the same, right? But and I would agree with you, as you would say. But Meg has what a better presentation. She's more classier. Sexy Red is just more, as you would say, ratchet. Although Meg can be ratchet, but she has more. She has more. She has a better presentation, similar to a Trina in her prime. You understand what I'm saying? So like Suki Hana has a, you know what I mean, how she presents herself is not that good. Meg has a better presentation than Suki Hana. Just using that as an example, right? To try to give you a good analogy of Mr. Goodbeds. So you got a lot of guys who are falling to the Mr. Goodbeds. Matter of fact, tell you the truth, I would pick Corey Holcomb in Mr. Goodbeds category. But Corey Holcomb has a better presentation. You understand the way he dressed or whatever compared to Mr. Good. Mr. Goodbeds seems like he just don't really care. Maybe because he's getting older. I don't know. But anyway, these are the guys more often than not that these women will attract in real time. It's a lot of Mr. Goodbeds throughout the so-called community. Just like it's a lot of 304s, a lot of what you guys would call sexy reds or city girls. It's a lot of them throughout the so-called black community. A lot of you guys have grew up with them as what I grew up with their predecessors. You know what I mean? So a lot of you guys have grew up with them. Some of them maybe even your family members, right? Some of you actually even pick Kendra G in the same category, right? But I'm just giving you an example. So this is the type of guy that they would normally attract. Very few of them, brothers, I'm telling you, very few of them compared to the many is going to meet a man of real quality. Very few of them will. Don't be fooled. All right? So let's listen to Mr. Goodbeds. And he seemed to got a lot of these women in an uproar too, this guy. Let's check out what he has to say on the Kendra G show.
Yeah.
I am 54.
Okay. Where you calling me from?
I am in Thailand.
Is that where you live?
No, I live in Philadelphia. And I like younger girls. Like
How much younger? You're 54.
I like between 20 and 30.
20 and 30?
Yes.
So a 20-year-old is 34 years younger than you.
Yeah.
Why would you want a girl 34 years younger than you?
Well, in my experience with women, they pretty much all the same, so I'd rather just have a newer model. I'm gonna be dealing with the same issues. You know what I mean? I'd rather drop the 2026 than the 89 Buick.
Okay. You don't have to answer, but I'm gonna ask. When's the last time you was intimate with someone?
Last night.
Are you serious?
I'm dead serious.
Women have said this. Kendra G, it's really not a big pushback with Kendra G. Why is that, brothers? They hold you to a higher standards. Brothers, women have called, like the video I just showed. She called when her man is in there. Quite a few of them. I saw one, like I said, the lady was on a date with a man. One called with her baby daddy in the car. I remember one lady called. She's like, "Well, we just friends to do." They was in the bedroom together. You understand? But a big uproar is taken to Mr. Goodbeds. You see what I'm saying? But these are the guys that they're attracting. Those are the guys that's in the videos. They're Mr. Goodbeds. They are. They might just have a better presentation than he does, but they're Mr. Goodbeds. They might not have as much money as he has, because as this plays on, he says he makes a significant amount of money. But those are the same category. They're in the same ilk. Let's go on.
I'd go get her. She right there in the other room.
No, is she really?
She really. Hi. You asked about finances, and I'm not saying I'm Bill Gates and nothing. I'm okay, but 2% of men in North America make over $300,000. I am in the 2%. Listen, women's value.
If that's the truth, salute to them, because that's not an easy task. Salute to them if that's the truth. But what do they say? They want a six-figure man, right? Well, here you go. This is what they truly are going to attract. This is what they're truly going to attract. Because you like, I want this, I want that, but yet you're in the projects. Mr. Goodbeds is going to come for you. It's not to put those women down. It's just the truth. And the reason I know, brothers, is because I saw it happen of yesteryear. You think Mr. Goodbeds is something new? He's not. People think that they're special. They're not. They're one amongst many. I saw their predecessors. I grew up with them. The game don't change, only the players. I remember it was an old timer when I was coming up, man, was doing the exact same thing Mr. Goodbeds is talking about now. He was giving those women rides, old timer, giving them rides, helping them out, and he was also digging them out. And he was just one amongst many too of yesteryear. As a child, I remember them older cats. Let's go on.
In the sexual marketplace, and you know this, shout out to rest in peace Kevin Samuels, from 18 to 28. After that, men rise and women go down.
Sir, respectfully so. You have to pay for sex. There's no woman that is willingly having sex with you because she finds you sexually attractive. Without the income that you have stated several times, you would not be able to get this woman. And
doesn't matter. She gave up something that's precious to her, her body. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Just like that old timer, right? Yeah, the women, like, yeah, he freaky, girl, he freaky, but they were still messing with him. Nothing new. I remember this as a kid. Nothing new. They would still be messing with that old man. Nothing new. Help them out on their light bills, blah, blah, blah. Brothers, women have been doing this, and they're going to do it for the foreseeable future. Kendra was just with a scammer. Kendra. And Kendra is in these spaces with guys who are what you would call high-value men, and she can't get one. She's with a scammer. You understand what I'm saying? And I think he was younger than her. But, a lot of people don't want the truth, but that's the truth of the matter. Yeah, a lot of women might don't like, a lot of them, if you let women tell it, brothers, and I'll take their word for it, you're going to be ugly, especially in the so-called black community. I will guarantee you, if you don't have status, 9 times out of 10, you're going to be ugly. I guarantee you. You're going to be ugly. That's always the case. You forget he ain't out there in a bag of chips. That's old. I got an elder who's in her 60s was doing that way back then. Probably one as brutal as these women are today, but the same thing. Girl, he ain't out there. He ain't out there in a bag of chips. He ugly. And she was just one amongst many. And you will find them, I can't speak on every woman, but I'll find a lot of those women who talk like that. I'm talking about the vast majority of them. You'll find that they end up sleeping with those guys, or they have messed with those guys, or getting pregnant by those guys. Like that, I thought he was ugly. I thought he wasn't out there in a bag of chips. So they're gonna always pit you down, so-called black men. And I believe it's due to a form of jealousy. Because you can reinvent yourself. You can damn near go anywhere in the world and get love. Which is crazy, being that, we are on the bottom of the barrel. But anyway, let's go on.
so while you are paying to have sex with her, guess what she's doing? Having great sex with a younger, broker guy. So I don't know what flex you think you're doing.
Don't bother Mr. Goodbeds. Those guys, you think it bothered the Mr. Goodbeds, the Corey Holcombs of the world? It don't. It does not. Because they already understand that. People like to think that men are just dumb and just idiots, and I understand. And some of us do fall into that category. But in this type of in this hookup culture, as they would call it, right? The biggest loser is the woman. It's not me trying to add to the gender war. It's the woman. The women are the biggest losers. Now, we don't want that to happen. I think I said in the video before, but we don't want that to happen. We want so-called black men and women to come together in a healthy form. Because that's going to be better for all of us, brothers. But I can't control the world. But in this dynamic, the women get ran through, recycle them. Just like when the whores, the strippers, I'm telling you, they're gonna get ran through, recycled. Who's up next? Nothing new. You think the Mr. Goodbeds, he don't give a damn about that. Mr. Goodbeds will be like, yeah, man, yeah, I'm next. Guys run trains in lines, waiting to run a train on a woman. Some of those women be very nice looking. It's happened in the past. It's happening now. It's going to be happening in the future. Now, some guys might get, as you say, uptight about it, but not a Mr. Goodbeds, not a Corey Holcombs. Those guys who I would put into that category. The old timer that I remember from back in the day, and he was just one amongst many at that time. They don't care. As long as they get their slice. You understand? Let's go on.
Hold on. When you talked, I let you speak. Now it is my turn. So since all the men want to talk so much about women when they get older, let's break this down. Also, there's a lot of men who are your age who can't even sexually perform. So we're not even talking about a sexually market value. You can't even show up to the market. Because some of you without a pill, you can't even rise to the occasion. So you can have your thoughts.
That's not majority of men. Even the stats prove that. The stats can be confusing because they don't really give you a definitive answer. But I did read that 20 to 30% of so-called black men may experience some form of erectile dysfunction. Some form. Not you can't get it up at all. You understand what I'm saying? And of course it goes up as they get in age. And that's like 40 and up. So that's still a pretty big number, but so you got 70% of men, of so-called black men, won't have that problem. That's a big number. You understand what I'm saying? So those men are what? Few compared to the many. Why is she bringing this up? It's a way to cut you down to size. That's it. How you guys are weaker, you something wrong with you, you're a punk or whatever the hell they trying to do. That's all it is, brothers. That's all it is. And this is why a guy like Mr. Goodbeds upsets them. He don't care. And that's what they're going to attract. They attracted it in the past. They're going to attract them now. And they're going to attract them in the future. I saw it. Mr. Goodbeds, the Corey Holcombs of the world, whatever, Pookie, whatever the hell you want to call these guys, are nothing new, man. Nothing new. I grew up with these guys. I saw them yesteryear. And it seems like, from my standpoint, like the women have gotten bolder, they have as well. See, Mr. Goodbeds of yesteryear, they wouldn't be out giving out their business. Like, yeah, I'll give a bitch $40, $50, $60, and she suck. They wouldn't be throwing all that out there like that. You would have to be in the know, as they would say, to know. You understand? Now, you got the Mr. Goodbeds of the world, they pitting it out. They blowing up the spot. They don't care. Like, dang. And they're not lying. You're like, whoa. But let's go on.
And you can feel that way, but you're 54 years old on my dating show looking for a woman 20 years old, and you have to mention that you make $300,000 or more a year just to entice her, because she's looking at you right now wondering if she wants to be next to you.
But anyway, that's it right there, bros. But that's the guy that they're going to attract. These type of men. Like I say, not every man is going to have Mr. Goodbeds' presentation. It's a lot of those guys are smooth. They have a better presentation, but it's going to be the same. Like 2 + 2 = 4, right? And 3 + 1 = 4. You see? Different problems, same results. Different problem, same results. But yeah, the guys like the guys I'll put in that category, even the guys of yesteryear, they tend to thrive. The ones I've been around, they tend to thrive with ratchetness, as you guys would call it. The wretched of the gutter slimes of the ghetto, I guess. They tend to thrive in that, man. Man, you'll see them having 4 or 5 ratchet bras, man. I mean, really laying pipe to them, getting in on them. You'll find that a lot with those guys. They tend to thrive in that type of environment. And the good beds are not you can say that they're the Pookies or the Ray Rays, but they're not. They're usually not street guys. They usually got something going. They're plumbers, mechanics, truck drivers. They usually have something going for themselves. As you see the Corey Holcomb, he's a comedian. These guys usually got something going for themselves, but you'll find them in the midst of the projects. You'll find them in the midst of all that nonsense. You'll find them hitting the Pookies, Ray Ray's baby mamas. Nothing new, brothers. I saw them yesterday. Nothing new. And they don't care, man, as long as they get their slice. And they tend to thrive in their environment, and they're very sharp, man. Very smart. They're not dummies, man. They're very smart. And you'll find them in the midst of all the chaos. You'll find a lot of the times, I ain't gonna say all the time, but you'll find a lot of times they'll come out on the other end without a scratch on them. Like, what the hell? Man, you just was messing with old boy. Hey, man, he was messing with his baby mama. Oh, hey, man, who was Scooby? But that's just what I seen, man. But anyway, brothers, that's it. This is who they're going to attract, the Mr. Goodbeds of the world. I'm out, man. Peace.